All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever really stopped to think about what the ads for your everyday stuff are actually selling you? Today, we're going to peel back the layers on the marketing language for a really simple product, just to see what kind of story is hiding in the words. Let's do it.
So, let me ask you this. How do you pick your essentials? It sounds simple, right? But think about it for a sec. Is it really just about the price tag? Or is there something else going on? What makes you grab one brand of t-shirt, or socks, or, underwear, over another one? So, for our little deep dive today, we're looking at the ad copy for a brand of men's linen underwear. Now, we're not reviewing the product itself. We're not here to talk about whether they're comfy or not. Nope. We're here to deconstruct the words they use, to really get a handle on the idea they're selling you right along with the product.
Okay, so the first thing they hit you with is what I like to call the promise of performance. This is all about function, how it's going to feel, how it's going to work for you, and how it's going to make your day just a little bit better. It's their most direct pitch.
And boom, there it is, the headline promise. Just look at those words they use, unmatched, all day. I mean, those are powerful absolute terms. They're not just selling you comfort, they're selling you the best comfort, a kind of freshness that supposedly lasts from the minute you get up till you go to bed. It's totally aspirational. So, a big promise is one thing, but how do they back it up? Well, they break it down into these tangible benefits. Words like lightweight and moisture-wicking. Those are specific features that explain how they deliver on that all-day freshness claim. They're connecting the tech specs directly to your personal experience. But all that great performance has to come from somewhere, doesn't it? And that brings us to the second pillar of their message, the material itself. This is where the fabric, in this case linen, really becomes the hero of the whole story.
You gotta love the word choice here, crafted. That immediately makes you think of skill and care, not some giant faceless factory line. And then you get those two magic words, natural and eco-friendly. And with just that one little phrase, the whole conversation shifts from being about your personal comfort to being about quality and, being a conscious consumer. And this is where it gets really, really clever. Look at how they connect the dots for you. It's a super simple formula. Because it's a natural fabric, hey, it's great for sensitive skin. Because it's eco-friendly, you're doing your part for sustainable fashion. And because it's durable, this isn't just a purchase, it's a smart long-term investment. They're literally translating the features of the material into personal and even ethical wins for you.
So, we've got performance, and we know it comes from the material. The third and final pillar is where things get interesting. This is where the brand elevates the product from something you just use to something that says something about you. It's all about mixing style with your values.
This is such a smart balancing act. On one hand, they're talking about a modern fit, so it's trendy, it's for right now, you're gonna look good. But on the other hand, they're promising timeless comfort, so it's also a classic, a wise choice that isn't just a passing fad. The message is basically, you get to be stylish and smart. You don't have to choose.
And here it is, the final call to action, where they tie it all together with a bow. Upgrade your essentials. That's about self-improvement, right? Timeless comfort hits that note of being a smart, lasting choice. And sustainable fashion frames the whole thing not just as you buying something for yourself, but as you making a virtuous choice. Okay, so we've pulled it all apart. What have we really learned here? When you get past all the carefully chosen words, what's the core message they're trying to send?
Well, here's the bottom line. They aren't just trying to sell you a product. They are selling you a complete idea, a lifestyle, an identity. And that whole identity is built on those three pillars that we just walked through.
So let's just recap that story real quick. It all starts with the promise of performance. Basically, it feels great and it works really well. That performance gets explained by the story of the material. It's made from awesome stuff, and that's why it's so good. And it all builds up to this final idea of style and values, that wearing this says something positive about you, that you're smart, you're modern, and you're conscientious.
And that brings us right back to where we started. The next time you're shopping for one of your everyday essentials, just pause for a second. Really listen to the language they're using, because it's never just about the item itself. The real question is, what story are you buying into?